Most men go through life thinking they need to impress women with money, looks, or charm. But what if I told you that the real key to attraction lies in understanding hidden psychological triggers, weaknesses that women themselves may not even realize? Women, just like men, have subconscious desires, vulnerabilities, and emotional responses. They can't always control the problem. Most men have no idea how to recognize or use them to their advantage. Today, we're diving deep into 10 hidden female weaknesses, the psychological triggers that, once understood, will change the way you interact with women forever. Let's get started. 1. The power of emotional certainty. Women are highly emotional creatures, but that doesn't mean they're out of control. It just means their emotions guide much of their decision-making, especially in relationships. One of their greatest hidden weaknesses, their deep need for emotional certainty. A woman wants to feel emotionally secure. With a man, she doesn't just want passion or excitement, she craves stability, the feeling that she won't be abandoned when things get tough. This is why women are subconsciously drawn to men who remain emotionally unshaken, men who exude calmness even in chaotic situations. A man who is overly reactive, moody, or emotionally dependent on her will quickly turn her off. Why? Because it signals weakness. Women want to feel safe, and that safety comes from your ability to regulate your emotions no matter what happens. Think of it like this. If a woman feels like she has to emotionally stabilize you, the roles have reversed. You've become the fragile one, and she's been forced into the dominant role. That dynamic kills attraction fast. Instead, embodies stoic confidence. This means when she gets upset, you remain calm. When things don't go your way, you don't complain or panic. When challenges arise, you handle them with quiet confidence. The man who provides emotional certainty becomes a safe haven for women, something they will always be drawn to, often without realizing why. Two women are drawn to what they can't have. There's an undeniable truth about human nature. We value what is scarce. This is why diamonds, luxury cars, and limited edition sneakers are so desirable, because they aren't easily obtained. Women operate on this exact same principle when it comes to attraction. A woman's hidden weakness. She is drawn to men. She can't completely have men who are too available, too eager, or too obvious in their attraction. Lose value in a woman's eyes. She may appreciate the attention, but she won't chase it. On the other hand, the men who create a sense of distance and mystery trigger something deep within her, a desire to close that gap. This is why women often go crazy over men who seem indifferent or hard to read. It's not because they like to be ignored, it's because their subconscious mind assigns higher value to something uncertain. So how do you use this to your advantage? Don't always be available. Make her wonder when she'll see you next. Maintain your independence. Have a life that doesn't revolve around her. Reveal yourself. Slowly, don't give away everything at once. Let her discover you. Over time, the moment a woman feels like she's fully won you, her interest starts to fade. Keep a part of yourself just out of reach, and she'll never stop chasing. 3. The unspoken influence of deep voice and presence. One of the most underrated psychological triggers for attraction, a deep, controlled voice and a powerful presence. Studies have shown that men with deeper voices are perceived as more dominant, confident, and attractive. This isn't just some random preference. It's rooted in evolutionary psychology. A deep voice subconsciously signals high testosterone and strong leadership qualities, which women are naturally drawn to. But it's not just about your voice, it's about your entire presence. Women are weak for men who know how to command a room without even trying. Presence is something you radiate before you even speak. It's how you hold yourself, how you move, how you react to the world around you. A man with strong presence moves with purpose, never fidgeting or rushing, maintains eye contact without looking away, nervously, speaks slowly and deliberately, as if every word matters. On the other hand, weak presence is marked by slouched posture, nervous gestures, and an uncertain voice. These small details signal low confidence, even if a man doesn't realize it. If you want to captivate women effortlessly, master your presence first. The stronger your energy, the more women will be drawn to you without you having to say a word. 4. Women can't resist. A man who walks away wants to trigger a woman's deepest fear. Walk away like you don't need her. One of the greatest hidden weaknesses women have is their emotional reaction to loss. It's simple psychology. People value what they're afraid of losing. Most men do the exact opposite. When they sense a woman pulling away, they start chasing, begging, over-explaining, trying to fix things. But this only proves one thing, that they need her more than she needs them. And the second a woman senses that she loses attraction, a man who can walk away without hesitation communicates ultimate confidence. He's saying without words, I am not desperate for you I have options. My self-worth is not dependent on your validation. And that mindset drives women crazy. If she knows that you're willing to leave, if she disrespects you, plays games or pulls away, she will naturally value you more. It's not about manipulation, it's about self-respect. The rule is simple: be willing to walk away, and you'll never have to chase. 5. A man with a mission is her kryptonite. A woman's biggest weakness isn't a man's looks, his money, or even his charm. It's his purpose. Women are instinctively drawn to men who are driven by something greater than themselves. A man who has a clear mission, whether it's building a business, mastering a craft, or conquering a personal goal, automatically becomes magnetic. Why? Because purpose creates focus, discipline, and independence, qualities that women can't resist. The mistake most men make is making a woman their mission. They prioritize her above all else, making her feel like she's the only thing that matters. But, ironically, this kills attraction. Women don't want to be the center of your world. They want to be a part of something bigger. A man with a mission doesn't wait around for her texts. He doesn't drop everything just because she calls. He is busy chasing his own vision, and that makes him irresistible. So ask yourself, what are you building? What are you chasing? If you don't have a mission, women will sense it and they won't stay. 6. The paradox of controlled vulnerability. There's a delicate balance when it comes to vulnerability too much. And a woman sees you as weak too little, and she sees you as emotionally unavailable. Women are weak for men who understand this paradox. Men who can be open, but only in a way that maintains their strength. A common mistake men make is thinking that women want them to be emotionally expressive all the time. This is false. While women do want a man who can connect on a deep level, they are repelled by men who overshare, complain, or seek emotional validation from them. The trick is to show vulnerability selectively. You acknowledge emotions, but don't let them control you. You share struggles, but only after you've conquered them. You reveal personal details, gradually, not all at once. A man who understands this creates a powerful dynamic. He lets a woman feel special when he chooses to open up, but never does so from a place of weakness. A man who overshares too soon, dumps his problems on her, or constant seeks reassurance will come across as needy and emotionally unstable. On the other hand, a man who reveals his inner world on his own terms becomes irresistible. A man's emotions should be like a deep ocean, visible but never overwhelming. Women are weak for men who have the strength to be vulnerable, but the control to do it in a way that enhances their presence. 7 women are programmed to test your strength. Most men don't realize that women test them all the time. These tests aren't random, they're subconscious ways for women to determine if a man is truly strong. A woman might challenge your opinions to see if you stand firm, create small conflicts just to see if you stay calm, act disinterested to see if you get insecure. These tests aren't about being difficult, they are instinctive ways to filter out weak men. If a woman senses that a man is easily rattled, reactive, or overly emotional, she loses respect for him. The secret: never react emotionally to a woman's test. Instead, stay calm, smile, and remain unfazed. If she challenges you, respond with certainty, not defensiveness. If she pulls away, don't chase, let her come back. A man who passes a woman's test becomes the man she can't replace. Remember, women only test men they are attracted to. If she's testing you, it's a good sign, just don't fail. 8. Confidence in the face of rejection is irresistible. Most men are terrified of rejection, but the few who embrace it with confidence become untouchable. Women are weak for men who handle rejection like it doesn't matter when a man shrugs off rejection, laughs, or even turns it into a joke. It signals unshakable self-worth. Think about it. Desperate men fear rejection because they think they have no other options. Confident men don't care because they know their value. If a woman rejects you, simply say, "No worries, your loss. All right, have a great day." Laugh, nod, and walk away without a second thought. The key is to never let rejection lower your energy. A man who can take rejection with ease is a man who attracts women effortlessly. Rejection doesn't hurt. Attachment to approval does. When you stop fearing rejection, women will sense your confidence and start chasing you. Instead, 9 women obsess over men who are hard to read. If a woman knows exactly how you feel all the time, she stops wondering. And when she stops wondering, she stops chasing. Women are weak for men who keep them guessing. This doesn't mean playing games. It means maintaining an element of mystery and unpredictability. Signs of a man who is too easy to read: he always texts back immediately. He's overly expressive about his feelings too soon. He constantly seeks validation or reassurance. On the other hand, a high-value man creates attraction by not being an open book. He keeps a woman engaged by being selective in what he shares, responding at his own pace, not instantly maintaining an air of calm unpredictability. Curiosity fuels desire if she always knows what's next. The chase is over. The man who can excite a woman's imagination is the man she can't stop thinking about. 10. A man who controls his desires controls everything. The ultimate weakness women have: they can't resist a man who is in control of himself. Most men are controlled by their desires. They chase women, seek validation, and let lust dictate their actions. But the men who hold the power are the ones who control their desires instead of being ruled by them. Women are weak for men who don't chase mindlessly. They choose wisely, aren't desperate for intimacy. They maintain standards, have self-discipline. They don't let pleasure dictate their purpose. The moment you stop chasing women is the moment they start chasing you. A man who can walk away, say no, and put his mission before his urges is a man women will always crave. Attraction isn't about tricks, it's about understanding. Psychology and mastering yourself. Women are drawn to men who embody strength, purpose, and self-respect. If you cultivate these qualities, women won't just want you, they'll need you. If you found value in this, subscribe to Stoic Guide for more wisdom on mastering life and attraction. Until next time, stay strong, stay grounded, and never chase